the citizens of the world. Recently there have been multiple protests in different countries in the world where people want basic human rights. Human versus human has occurred due to that no one is listening to each other, which leads to misunderstandings and wrongdoings. One example is the situation in Hong Kong, where the Hong Kongers do not see themselves as Chinese. If the people of Hong Kong do not see themselves as Chinese citizens, then China needs to respect their view on the subject of which parts of land such as Hong Kong is located in belongs to. Hong Kong could be sovereign, and power belongs always to the people, and the government works for the people, not the other way around. The government would not exist if the people would not have chosen the government. Every individual that works within the government is chosen by the people. Therefore the government cannot attack the people whenever they desire change. Change is a part of life, and views changes from time to time, and it is important for all governments of the world to be adaptable to change for the better. It is of most importance that all the governments of the world begin to see that the people which they work for actually need to be supported and cherished and helped. There are no benefits for the governments of all countries to make it difficult for the citizens of every government of the world. Your actions are being noticed, and some of those actions are close to evil and some truly are evil. The power of the government should not be misused, because outside forces can always take it away from you. Do not misuse power, because everyone that misuses their power will certainly pay for it in the end. Instead, work for the betterment of the country and see how your country can improve in all sectors, such as the development of the cities, and make innovations for telecommunication and put financial resources to the poor. Most often the agenda that the governments use does not bring prosperity and ends hunger in the city. It is easy as a government official to forget where he came before he started to work for the government, and could be working on the wrong missions which the leading party of the government created without asking the people which lives in the city, where the government officials are active in and make public development. The ruling of democracy is the best way to rule a country, since recent obvious sign in China shows that dictatorship in the form of a government leads to protest and damage to people and land. To rule with fear, ignorance, hatred and ego-based thoughts and actions is the worst crime a ruling party can make to the people which they govern. It is always better to rule with love and compassion for the people, because there is where we all meet face to face on the same level and can make a difference, not just for ourselves but for other countries as well. People will always have the same rights as the government. The people lead the way of development, and it is the major workforce for change. The people are love, and all of their actions should be made by love. The world needs love, and it needs it now more than ever. It is beneficial for all the governments to work together with the group Anonymous, so the balance which has been ruptured can come to balance again with the right mindset, because the current one so obviously destroys a country such as China. Remember that old belief can be as damageable as a gun shooting through glass. Even a tiger can die from environmental changes such as the same as human beings whenever it occurs. It is all about working together hand in hand with people and decide where we all stand together. Since if not all human beings are in it on the action, then it will fail. See that actually what you decide do have consequences, and it does changes people's lives forever. From the Watcher of Human Rights and Writer of the People.